Chief Justice Muniz, members of the court, friends and family, thank you for being here today. It's with great pride and a deep sense of gratitude that I stand before you. I'm truly humbled and honored to be chosen to lead the bar in these transformational times, and for the trust you've placed in me. I'm excited about the journey that lies ahead and be able to work with and for you the next year. I know it looked a little strange. It seems like I'm from Miami. We had George, we had Dory, we had Rolly. I thought Jimmy would come running up here. And Rolly does say I'm Jubin, which I'm still trying to figure out what that really means, but I think it's a good thing. Javi, if you can maybe fill me in on that a little bit later, I'd appreciate it. But I am from a small circuit. I'm from Sarasota. We have 3 counties and only 2,000 lawyers. And the journey to get here, all that I've been through, my family's been through, it's been something we could not have done without all sorts of people to help us out. And so I just want to thank some people for the journey. First, I want to thank the court. Thank you for your trust in the bar, the monumental responsibility you place in us to regulate the practice of law in this state. The board and I understand the magnitude of what we have to do, the responsibility we have, and we do take it very seriously. I look forward to working with all of you this year and continuing to improve our discipline system and protect the public. To the past presidents, thank you for everything you've done and given to the bar. I appreciate all the advice, solicited and sometimes unsolicited. I will lean on you this year, ask for your advice. I really appreciate all you've done for the bar. Gary, you are now a member of this group. So thank you very much for all that you've done for the bar and all the hard work this year. We all appreciate it. To the YLD, and I could serve on both right now because of my age. I know someone brought that up. Even though you do say I'm now OLD, which is probably true. Thank you for all you do for the bar. Thank you for what you do for the young lawyers, 23,000 strong, the practicing with professionalism, all the basic skills we have. I'm proud of what you do. Iris, great job this year. I've never seen a YLD president connect with so many different groups. So, you were everywhere, so thank you. Anisha, I mean, what can I say? You are an amazing leader. You are strong, you are smart. I'm just lucky that I get to work with you and have a front row seat to all the amazing things you're gonna do for the Young Lawyers Division. I'm very proud of you. And Ashlea, who finally made it to a meeting, I thought that she was not gonna be here all year. You couldn't have picked the perfect partner, a perfect team for the YLD. So I know Rolly and I are very excited to work with you next year and do what we can do to protect the public and help our lawyers. So thank you. To my Board of Governors family, you are truly the best of the best. You're the hardest working group of men and women that I know. Some of you I've known for over 20 years. Paige, I think I was on this stage introducing you 11 years ago as YLD president, so you're part of the family. Brian Orr, I've known some of you for 20 years. Victor Smith, I've known Orr obviously for 20 years since he was like 12 years old. So thank you for what you do. Thank you what you do for Floridians. Thank you for all you do for our discipline system. You're dedicated, hardworking. You tirelessly fight every day to make sure we have the best lawyer regulation system in the country, serve our members and all Floridians. So we have a lot of work to do this year, but it's an honor to work with you and I appreciate it. As I reflect on the honor and privilege of serving as president, I'm reminded of the rich history and tradition of the Florida Bar. We have always been a national leader at the forefront of promoting justice, upholding the rule of law, and advancing the legal profession in our great state. But when I thought of becoming president, once I actually became president, my question always is what is the Florida Bar's why? What is the core of what we're supposed to do? Simon Sinek said, our why is our purpose, our cause, our belief, the driving force behind everything we do. To me, the Florida Bar's why is simple. At its core, at its base, the mission's simple. Regulate the practice of law, ensure the highest standards of legal professionalism, provide access to the courts, support the court system as a co-equal and independent branch of government, and protect the public we serve. And that is it. This year, it's crucial we get back to these basics and be innovative and forward-thinking during the process. Our main focus and our basics this year and the core of what we're gonna do is the discipline system. Analyze, enhance, and improve the discipline system, which I already think is one of the best in the country. We need to improve communications to the public and to our members about the system. It means investing and empowering our 111,000 members by supporting them in meaningful, practical ways. It includes helping with their daily practice of law, educating them about their ethical duties, providing them tools and resources to comply with our bar rules, and supporting their health and wellness. If you're not grounded as a lawyer, if you're not taking care of yourself, it's hard to serve others, serve our clients, and protect the public. I think traditionally lawyers get caught in a trap where we define ourselves as a profession instead of as a person, and we burn out. But being a lawyer is our profession, it's not who we are. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a brother. That's what I am first. That's what I am every day when I go home, 24 hours a day. That's why I think health and wellness is so important. It makes you a better person and a better practitioner. Creating a more successful, well-rounded, and professional attorney helps us better serve others and the public. A huge part of our focus this year is going to be being proactive to help our members avoid the most common disciplinary violations. It includes enhanced education and tools and resources early in their legal career so they can more easily comprehend and comply with our rules and our ethical duties. I want to commend Anisha. She is already making a discipline segment mandatory for the Practicing with Professionalism program, which it's never been before, and there'll be a standing board policy on that, and that'll be that way for the rest of the attorneys forever. So thank you, Anisha. We know the number of violations. We track who does what. We know what people get in trouble for. Largest number of discipline cases we have year after year is trust accounting violations, mostly technical violations. It's one of our top rule violations every year. It's been the top 3 or 4 for the last 10 years. It's our job as a bar to make sure that we make every effort we can to try to help people so they don't have these technical violations. The bar gets 1 non-sufficient fund notice a day because there's a violation. So the bar is going to be proactive in protecting the public and our members. And to address that, I'm proud to announce we've entered into a relationship with NODA to provide free trust accounting software to our members. That is cloud-based. It will tie into most financial institutions. It's something that we are going to have for our members free of charge. We're finishing it now, but it's being... We're enhancing it now. NODA's working with us. It's going to be something that will comply with our rules, allow for the triple reconciliations, everything we need to do under Chapter 5 to comply. You'll be hearing a lot more about it with press releases and everything else, but it should be rolled out in September of this year. Internally, the bar is also working to enhance its systems. We're upgrading our case management systems to get to a point where we can be more proactive in the data and see where the trends are so we can inform the public and our members of things that are going on and try to stop them before they occur and educate our members about those things. The bar just did an internal study to see what we could do to enhance the system, improve communications with respondents and with complainants and the public, see what we could do to make it a more efficient system and expedite things, and what else we can do to make the system better. And we're already working on that right now. Another thing we're going to be working on this year is financial literacy resources. For young lawyers and especially government lawyers, things like loan forgiveness software, things like benefit calculators to let government lawyers know are they really moving to a better job or not, and some financial counseling, because that always does seem to be something attorneys need early in the process and even later in the process. I think we've been putting our head in the sand if we don't think technology has transformed the practice of law. I'm committed to embracing innovation in technology to enhance what we do and how we do it as a business. As we saw during the pandemic, the legal field evolved and we increased what we do and how we do it rapidly, and we adapted to meet the needs of our clients. The positive effect on increased access, lowering costs for our clients are immense. But, and there's always a but it affected our connectivity and it led to other issues. And one of the issues that we have now, which is one of the bigger issues attorneys are going to face, is cybersecurity. That's something that's going to affect confidentiality. It affects our systems. So the bar is the first in the country that we know of to set up a standing committee on cybersecurity and privacy law, which will start July 1st. It's going to consist of expert practitioners in the field. They're going to help our normal day-to-day practitioners with what they need to do. They're going to work with our Committee on Technology to help us with cyber resiliency. How do we comply with our rules to make sure we're doing everything we can to protect our client data? This is especially important for our small and solo law firms, which are 70% of the bar. And you can't look at anything now without talking about AI, artificial intelligence. It will change the way we're going to practice law. Every day it evolves. It's something we need to get in front of. So we set up another committee that's starting July 1st, and it's already moving as we speak, the Board Committee on Artificial Intelligence Tools and Resources. We're going to spend the year looking at AI. We have not just board members, we have experts, we have folks from across the spectrum to really look at how's this going to affect our regulatory system. I appointed the head of it's the old RJA, I get the acronym now, but RGJPA. Close. But we're going to see how's this going to affect our rules regulating the Florida Bar. How will it affect our state rules? Will it increase access to justice for self-represented litigants, and how can we help with that? Is it a tool we can give our attorneys? And if they're using it, what type of warnings do we have to give them about things like the hallucinogenic effect, which we just saw in New York, where someone just cut and pasted a ChatGPT and all the cases were fake. So those are things that our attorneys need to know. We need to be at the forefront of that. Lastly, it's crucial, I think, that we strengthen our relationships with the voluntary bars and other voluntary organizations, the sections, and divisions. We have a broad legal community. Some of our organizations do great things that are in our lane: health and wellness, professionalism, ethics. Those are all things that I think we can work with these organizations. As a bar, we don't always need to recreate the wheel. Some of the voluntary bars do an excellent job helping their members out with these things that are within our lane, and I think we can partner with them and work with them. I grew up in a voluntary bar in Sarasota. Not all of them are here. I see Kim Bald here. I was voluntold to do a Christmas in July by our executive director, Jan Young, and I didn't wear a lot of Christmas stuff, Mom, I promise. But when we were helping those kids, it was some of the most amazing things I did, and I was hooked. And I think we can be there to help support our voluntary bars, which really help our members out. And we can amplify what they do to get to our members and to help them. Now, none of what I can do is I could do without my family, my blood family, and I define family a little broadly. You know, who you meet across the way, who's there in your life. Maya Angelou said, family isn't always blood, it's the people in your life who want you in theirs, the ones who accept you for who you are, the ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who love you no matter what. And that's a large group, and I'm blessed for that. And my wife, the psychologist, says I need to get more in touch with my feelings, but we weren't planning on right now. I think you meant in general, right, Tia? Not right now. To Dory and Jimmy, you adopted me like family. You know, I was at your house all the time. You made dinner, Dory. You guys were like a second family to me, so I love you. PJ, he keeps calling me Dr. McDreamy. I keep blushing, but he's my brother. He can say what he wants. So thank you all. I love you. Thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it. Judge Williams, you've been a mentor and friend since I started, I don't even know how long ago. So thank you very much for doing the invocation today. It means a lot. To my brothers and family friends that are here, and I don't want to miss anybody. I see Marty and Lisa came. I see Todd, Myra, Melissa from 4th grade. It's amazing you came here today. You have created who I am as a person. I look at you as role models. I hope I'm not missing anybody. To our family, our extended family, our village, the Tyrees who are there chasing the kids, the barracks back there, whose son is in a tuxedo and my daughter's in a white dress, but don't get crazy, little Joey. Thank you. Thank you for being our family. Thanks for being here for us, and thank you for being such a big part of our lives. My firm. My loving and sometimes dysfunctional family. I don't know where to start. I mean, I started with you in law school, made more money than I did waiting tables, so I thought it was a good gig as a clerk. As Teresa said, I kept coming back, and you finally got smart enough to say, why pay him hourly when we can pay him like 30 grand as an associate to work 2,000 hours a week? So thank you. I mean, I learned everything from you. Jim, Joe, Teresa, Pete, Michael, you were the senior attorneys, you were the litigators. I mean, you threw me to the wolves right away. But I learned. Teresa took me to every trial. I was cross-examining experts, and I had no idea what they were talking about. They made more in that case than I probably made in 2 years, but they taught me what to do. They were the best mentors out there, and I appreciate it. And the family side was the most important thing, and I could go on all day. I've got a lot of stories, George, I cannot say in front of the Supreme Court about this group. They're no longer allowed back at the Gasparilla Inn, which I can't discuss, but Jim walked my first house with me. He wanted to make sure the house was okay, because I bought one. He just wanted to make sure that I bought the right house. Michael Resnick, I don't even know where he is. Is he still here? Michael showed up at the hospital when Ayla was born. Unannounced. We did not expect it. Tia definitely did not expect it. He would not go away. He wanted to be the first one to meet my daughter Ayla, and he was, other than us. So we love you, Michael. Ari was saved that because of COVID. He wasn't allowed in, but he would have tried to break in as well. But that's the type of family we have. Nancy, you're one of the smartest people I know. You're like my sister. Ken, Amanda, our newer partners, but still family. I love you guys. Maddie, our new associate, and our staff. I mean, Pat, Dawn, Holly, you've been there as long as I have. Holly, you've been to every swearing-in I think I've ever had at every court. And Michelle, you're a good friend. Michelle's my paralegal. She's the only reason I am even here standing today, between my work, between everything I've had to do with the campaign, with this with the bar. Stand up, Michelle. Thank you very much. I love all of you. It's an honor, a true honor you're here. To my blood family, and they came from all over the country, and I won't cry, Ryan, I know that makes you uncomfortable. So, my sister, Joy, my brother, Ryan, it was like planes, trains, and automobiles to get here. I think you guys got here like at 2 in the morning, some of you. I love you. Ryan and Joy, we grew up, divorced family. We bickered like other kids. It's crazy how close we are as a family, and how you two are, two of the best people in my life. I'm proud of what you've done with your careers, which are amazing, and I get the titles wrong, so I'm not even gonna say what you two do, but you're two of the best human beings I know. So I love you, thank you for everything. My mom, Carol, as a divorced mother of 3, you had to sacrifice so much for all of us to be here. Working multiple jobs, making sure we had everything we need. We always made the carpools. You got us to everything we need to do. I learned about hard work, dedication, and family from you. The reason the man I am today, the father and husband, are because of you. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything and all your sacrifices. To my other mom, Jody, my mother-in-law, thank you for being such an active part of our family. Thank you for welcoming me into your family. Thank you, I love you. And I think they're still here in the back. I can't see as well as I used to, but I see Ari's little head. So to my babies, and you're still mommy and my babies. I know you don't think you're babies anymore, but we love you. You're our world. I mean, I do everything I do because of you. Ayla, you did so well with the pledge. You just kill it every time you take a microphone. Baby, you are brave, you are smart, you are kind, you are compassionate. You are one of the nicest people that I know. And you can do anything you want. You can be a teacher like you want to, a dancer, a singer, or the President of the United States, a doctor. And I know you don't want to be a lawyer, but you really are the best negotiator in the house, especially when it comes to the chocolates you try to get all the time. So I love you, baby girl. And to my little Ari, I know he wants to be a garbage man, Dory. So he is the sweetest, the roughest, the tumble. He is our crazy little guy. He is someone who makes us smile every day. He's compassionate. He hits his head at least once a day and has a mark, but he is so much fun. Ari, I love you. Thank you very much for not yelling at Chief Justice Muniz the way you did at Justice Canada all last year when I had my swearing in. I did have a long email explaining that and apologizing in advance just in case, and you made me proud for not yelling at the top of your lungs today, so thank you, Ari. And to my wife, Tia, the child psychologist and the lawyer, and there's a ton of jokes you could say, and I really don't win a lot of arguments in my house, to be fair, but I mean, you are my everything. You're the rock. You really are the foundation of our family. You're our heart and soul. Thank you for being there. Thanks for always being my sounding board. Thanks for calming me down when I get worked up. Thanks for being my confidant and my best friend. I couldn't do anything of what I've done or what I plan to do without your love and support. Thank you, baby. I love you. And as we conclude, it's through our collective efforts that we will positively shape the future of the legal profession and make a lasting impact on our community. This position of president is truly not about me, but about us, the Florida Bar and its dedicated members, and protecting the public. I'm excited to serve and partner with really one of my favorite people, Rolly. You're like a brother to me. I love you from the first day we served on the board together. We're gonna have a lot of fun. George is right, though. I'm not gonna drive with you. That's definitely not. I love you. You're gonna be a great president. It's gonna be fun to be a team together for the next year, and I'm proud to see what you can do. For our bar staff, and please stand up. These are, if they're here, if you're not standing up already. Now, I'm sure everyone says this, it's a bar, but I truly believe we're the best bar in the country, and we have the best staff. We are a leader in the industry. The amount of work that you all do to help us and to support the bar and to protect the public, it's amazing. So thank you for all that you do. We really appreciate it. I look forward to working with all of you next year. Terry Hill, I will not send you emails after 12 o'clock very, very often, but you respond right away, which makes me think you're just as bad as I am, which is something we should talk about. And to one of my best friends on the board who's not on the board, Josh Doyle. Thank you. You're a confidant, you're a good friend. It's nice to finally have someone on the board with kids. We can actually go do stuff, but we cannot do what we do without you. And we're so proud that you're our executive director. You do an amazing job. Thank you. I'm excited to embark on this journey with all of you. Together we can rise to the occasion, navigate the complexities of our quickly evolving time, and uphold the valuable principles at the core of our profession. One of my favorite quotes is, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." So I'm finally done talking. I'm looking forward to doing great things with you, with my board, with the bar this year. We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.